Perfect. Two already on there. Y'all play some with. Hey, Sumitra. What's up, Sam? She doing a whole show right now. Now I have the where you go from it. I did 5 seconds. Oh, she got a phone call, guys. Who the fuck? Hello? Really? Hello? This is about thank you for choosing. Bitch, I'm blocked. You blocked. You'll be interrupting me. Y'all catch a vibe real quick. Catch a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Shit. This is crazy. Evening, y'all. Evening. Yeah, sorry. I just went to Stir Honey. And oh, thank you. We appreciate that. Hi. Hi, Sam. So we just want to give a few minutes for a couple of people to chime in. Come on, get on board. Yeah. You have to have me a snake. Y'all know I do. I fucking need a snake. That's my problem. That's why I'm motherfucking need 30 pounds overweight. Because we be like Twix. Girl, no, she fucking lying. You look like an ate for a whole stick. Oh my god. I mean, I can never just have myself and myself. I don't even want to. Oh, it's very can drink. Do I do breakfast for y'all or is it? It's breakfast. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, it might not be breakfast. You know what I'm saying? They look at that. Can y'all read that? Is that straight? So that makes a lot of sense. Makes a hell of a lot of sense. That's amazing. Oh, it's not the lyrics. Okay. Oh, no more, baby. Okay. Why people don't just go on my goddamn page and get the fucking link because I put it on there? She aggravating though. You be on this shit every day, every week. Hey y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. We appreciate it. I'm ready to get to this like heated discussion. I mean, it may not be heated. I'm not gonna say heated because we don't want it to be heated. But we definitely want it to be informative. And we want it to be interesting, and full of some valid points. So, we want everybody to give some feedback, ask some questions, and let's share and let's get this shit popping. Okay. So today's topic is what are your beliefs basically? Do you believe that you will go to hell for living your alternative lifestyle? Whether it be, anything revolving around the LBGT and the rest of the other letters. I'm really not familiar with them, but
LGBTQIA. I don't know. LGBTQ.
that part I don't really know. But do you believe that you will go to hell by living the lifestyle that you live? You know what I'm saying? In the alternative lifestyle. So that's gonna be our topic of today. Excuse me while I bite this good candy. Let's go.
You both did the same.
No.
Greedy.
I got it bad with sweets after I eat something. So y'all, please excuse me, but this is a must. Oh, why don't we start off with how did you how did you how did you enter into the world of this lifestyle?
Well, I already knew like gay people, whatever, and I don't know. I'm not gonna say her name, but she had asked for my number. We was already kind of like had mutual friends. I was with my dude actually, and basically, hey Tanika, and
Hey
so
Tanika, how are you, babes?
It's what just happened? You see the screen change? Anyway, so basically, we exchanged numbers. I was with my dude or whatever, and then we just got real cool. And then I had an issue with my car. So when I had an issue with my car, uh, my dude was being a bitch, and I knew her like a month, and she just asked to bought me a car. So I ain't gonna even lie. I was like, oh, this is what the bitches do. That's where I was at with that. Like, oh, I been fucking with this nigga. Then this bitch come along a month later, she got me a whole car. I'm like, oh, okay. So, but I continued, then I started like fucking with it, but I didn't see me being in a relationship with the person, with the woman and everything. And then that relationship started getting abusive, me, whatever, provoked. But I really wasn't planning on being in a relationship with her. When I left him, I didn't leave him for her. I ended up just leaving and, to move forward because I just needed to get out that relationship. And she thought that we was going to be in a relationship. So I was just chilling at first, doing me. But then I ended up meeting my first girlfriend. And that wasn't supposed to happen, but it ended up happening. And then so when it got to family wise or whatever, my mom already assumed because of the first person that I, whatever. I never get it really got crazy because I really wouldn't get a relationship with her. She became crazy, like a stalker type shit.
You gotta tell me about her.
That's another story. Yeah.
That story.
Yeah. I never talk about it, but I don't talk about shit till I think about it. Yeah. But anyway, so my mom already said she felt like, okay, yeah, you are, you gay, whatever. But the only person I was really worried about was my grandmother. We grew up in church. She's an ordained minister, so that's the one we was really worried about. I was really worried about, and so because one time, me and a friend of mine's, Yolanda, she was, she's from, my grandmother moved to California, and then it was said I was gay because I knew people or whatever. So it was said. So I called my grandmother with her on the phone, and I was like, "So, Granny, I'm gay." That woman instantly started rebuking me. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Started speaking in tongues, and we was laughing so hard. I was like, "Granny, I'm just because at the time I really wasn't. This before I even met the lesbian girl." And I was like, we were laughing so hard or whatever. And then I was like, "Okay, Granny, I was just playing." She was like, "Don't you ever play with me like that?" Or so years later, I was like, "Okay." She ordained minister. She minister overseas everywhere. So I'm like, me telling her, I wasn't worried about nobody else. It was just my grandmother, my baby, that I was worried about. But I got with my first girlfriend, and she ended up meeting her, and it was like I didn't have to have that conversation. She instantly fell in love with my ex-girlfriend, and then like it was time I was at work, And I'll call my ex and be like, where you at? Oh, I'm at Granny house. She needed me to come show her how to use her voicemail. What? So you come all the way from Irving to Dallas to show her how to use a voicemail?
You keep going.
You know, and everything. So it was just real weird to me. But at the end of the day, you know, that's the only person I was really worried about. So me personally, I've never really had that problem, you know, when it came to family and everything like that. Now, because she's an ordained minister, you know, when I used to come to her about my problems, you know, it'd be to the point where she would be like, well, you, you know, basically, I can't bless that. That's what she'll say, you know, and everything. Versus when I used to come to her about my ex dude, you know, and everything, she used to be like, you know, give me advice and all that there. But with the female, she just told me she couldn't bless it, so I didn't have nobody to talk to when it came to that, you know. So that was my thing. But other than that, she accepted me. I didn't have to worry about it, and she never came to me with, you know, oh, you know, who holier than thou? Thou shalt not do this. Thou shalt not do that. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. But do I feel like, you know, a person will go to hell because their choice of lifestyle, how to live? No, I honestly don't. And then, you know, they say, oh, you got to follow the 10 Commandments. Well, 10 Commandments don't say anything about the LGBT community. You know what I'm saying? It say thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not, you know, just whatever. You know what I'm saying? It don't say anything about thou shalt not love the same sex. So therefore, you know, it's a handwritten Bible that was rewritten, you know, over and over. And they put in how they want to put it in, try to put on a facade like it was coming from, you know, the man himself above. So therefore, no, I don't feel like if I because I'm a lesbian, I'm going to hell. I just don't feel like that. That's my opinion. People can feel how they want. I just don't. So that's my thing.
So you were basically raised with the mindset from your grandmother, right?
Yeah. So at the beginning, I did think that because it was like, you know, abomination, you know, and everything. But as I've gotten older and started understanding some of the words in the Bible, because, you know, it was a lot of them, I'm like, I don't understand what none of this means, you know. But as I've gotten older and everything and read the Bible and all that, I'm like, huh. So there's no sin bigger than the next.
Right.
You know, and everything. And then on top of that, excuse me, you can't sit here and tell me, oh, you're going to hell, but you're going to hell for judging me.
We miss Samitra Brown said, which ex? That's what I'm waiting on me.
I'm not going to put her name like that, but she's happily engaged. I would just say my first girlfriend. And Sam, if you wasn't there, I don't know what to tell you. You was in the picture, so you know who my first girlfriend was. But yeah, so she's engaged. You should know who that is. That's my homie.
Oh, yeah, friends now. Mm-hmm. And she used to fight you?
No, that wasn't my girlfriend. That was just I used to fight her. She used to provoke me.
So the first girlfriend that you were talking about, the first person that
when I started dealing with females, period, she became a stalker because after I left my dude, she was thinking that we were going to be in a relationship. Okay. And I didn't want to be in a relationship with a woman, but I ended up being in a relationship with my first girlfriend, and she became stalkerish. Well, even before I got in a relationship, when I was talking to this other stud girl, she was just my friend. But yeah, I woke up and she was literally like standing over me.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But
let's talk about.
No, she didn't fight me. She just used to provoke me. And the way my attitude was, like, if I'm trying to walk away from you, do not get up in my face. Do not put your finger in my face. Do not do that. That's going to cause me to swing at you. And that's what used to happen. But when I found out that she was raised to be told, she was told from her mother that was, you know, she had passed, but you know, she told her if a man don't beat you, he don't love you. So that's what she knew. That's what she thought. So
it's strange how your upbringing can confuse the fuck out your life.
Right. So when she told me that, I was like, okay, it started making sense. Like, cause I'll be chilling and then we'll just end up having so many problems. And I'm sitting like, why do you make me fight you? And people, you know, and I hear people, a person can't make you fight them. Yes, the fuck they can.
Right.
Because if I'm chilling and you want to all of a sudden start shit and come at me about people I'm talking to, well, bitch, we're not together, you know, and everything. But at the end of the day, you know, I was fucking with her. But I told her I don't see myself at that time. I didn't see myself with the woman. I didn't. But it ended up happening. It wasn't with her. And because she had those issues, when I decided to just move on, I wouldn't even date nobody, but I did have stud friends. I'm telling you, like, I woke up one morning and she was literally standing over my bed. and the girl was in my bed.
I feel like God is going to judge everyone according to the heart, and not because you're a lesbian or straight, gay, bisexual. And so
Right.
that
And that's the
where I'm
thing
going
too,
with
you know
that
what I'm
too.
saying? Because they sit here and, you know, put us in a little box. Oh, y'all are going to hell, this and that. But okay, y'all are
The good
sleeping
Christians.
with, right, but y'all are sleeping
With the
motherfuckers,
pastor.
right? And you're single, y'all not married, you are sleeping, like I said, sleeping with the pastor, y'all are sleeping with each other's means and all that or whatever. But it's okay for y'all to do that. But because we like to love the same sex, we have a problem.
Yeah.
If there's a problem, oh, y'all going to hell, y'all going to hell too. But like I said, there's no sin bigger than the next.
Yeah.
So
yeah, my story is it's so crazy because I started my journey when I was like 6 years old. So I started my journey when I was like 6, and I was never exposed to the lifestyle. I was never around anybody, being affectionate with the same sex, any of that. It's just that, I mean, when I met my very first baby girlfriend. I'm not gonna say my adult girlfriend, but my very first baby girlfriend, which was when I was like 6. It was like I was instantly in love. Instantly didn't know what the fuck love was, none of that shit. Just instantly in love with this little baby. We were two babies, like crazy. And she ironically became my little girlfriend all the way up to like the 4th grade. And I mean, every every experiment that we could have did outside of penetration, we did everything. And and I guess I wasn't around a judgmental type of atmosphere when it came to what I did when I became a teenager. It was like my family, nobody ever said you're going to hell, or nobody ever condemned me. Nobody ever did anything like that. Like my first experiences were when I was very young. And then after that, of course, I was like, I gotta at least try to have a boyfriend in order to seem like I'm normal, right?
society.
So yeah, statistically wise, right? So when I got to high school, I was super popular, and I dated like the one of the key players on the football team, and it was like everybody in high school, that's all they want to do is try to fuck you. And I say, wait a minute, this can't be right. I mean, it's like everybody in high school, all they want to do was fuck. When I actually did get pregnant, he wasn't even in high school. My son's father wasn't even in high school. He was in college, and I was 15. But he was a freshman in college. Don't get it twisted. but but I was 15. But even going through that journey, when I did because I got pregnant, of course, my first time, my first rodeo, I got pregnant. And I realized at that point that the ding-a-ling, jing-a-ling wasn't for me. I mean, I only did it because I was trying to fit in, you know what I'm saying? Because in the 90s, I'm telling my age, which I don't mind because I still look good my age. But anyway, but like in the 90s, that shit was prohibited. Being gay was prohibited. Everybody judged gay people in that time frame. So it was just like, you really could not come out in the 90s and live your truth in the 90s. So I had a camouflage boyfriend, and just so happened, I mean, I decided to give him some pussy on the side of my basketball shorts after basketball practice one day. I didn't even get naked, and I'm pregnant. You know what I'm saying? That was some fuck shit. But yeah, so that was like my 2 3 minutes of fame, which created my lovely son, who's a great father and a great husband today. So yeah, so I'm not disappointed by what happened or how it happened, but yeah, I literally got pregnant in probably 3 minutes, and I don't know, maybe because it was some little cat that he had never been in for, so I don't know what it was, but oh boy, didn't last number 3 minutes. So I was like, damn, that's all it's about. He was like this too.
Oh gosh,
little fella.
Details.
Hey, little fella. Hey, little fella. No.
See you.
Peekaboo. Bang. No, I'm just joking. I'm not joking. Well, I mean, I'm just. But yeah, but never did I ever hear anything about going to hell. Because when I came out with my very first girlfriend, my mother always said, "You're going through a phase. You're just going through a phase and all that shit." Never, ever, ever. No, nobody ever. I never heard the hell part until I started being around other lifestyle individuals and hearing their experiences and hearing the condemnation that they were getting from being who they were. And I don't know, maybe if it's more so towards the more, excuse me, the more so dominant female or what have you, but I never heard that. No, and I agree with you, Sumitra. I believe that you're judged by your heart because, like no, like Nicole says, no sin outweighs another. So I believe that you're judged by your heart wholeheartedly and completely, and on the day of judgment or whatever the case may be, God will look at you and say either job well done or peace. he
No,
gonna
for real.
he gonna say one of the two. He gonna say the job well done or peace, and that's gonna be it. Well, other than that, yeah. So for those who just chimed in, I see we have a couple of more people on here. Just wanted to get your kind of get your opinions on what do you think, or what are your beliefs in living an alternative lifestyle as far as religion is concerned. And if you're not religious, that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because in the spiritual world, we believe that you're gonna go somewhere and have an afterlife and
be reincarnated and come back as somebody else,
or just dancing dandelion fields and shit and smoke a lot of weed. For some spiritual beings, I mean, that's the belief. So for you that are religious or raised in religious homes or have some religious beliefs, what are your thoughts on being gay or bisexual or transgender or what is the other one when you don't identify
non-binary?
Yeah. What are your thoughts with those in going to either heaven or hell?
Yeah.
Chime in, y'all. Chime in. Let us know. Let us know. Nakia, now your ass got on. We now Nakia, we changed this date for your ass because you said you couldn't.
We did.
You couldn't watch it on the weekends because you be at work. Now I know you got something to say because we changed this date for you.
Yeah.
One of our most supporting
Moody Mondays.
Right. One of our most supporting followers. She's been here with us since day one. And she really enjoys the show. I mean, not to say that no one else does, but she does really enjoy the show. So we wanted to make sure we were accommodating to make sure she have a voice. Hey, I'm here. Girl, I know you here. We said hi to you a long time ago.
There's plenty of lesbians in here.
I believe for real, Sam. For real. Like we're gonna go when we get up there, we're gonna see all the ones that went before.
I can't even really remember which scripture that was, but it was what is the name? But it was the guys that was having sex with each other in the Bible. What the freak was that name? What's this?
Sam, I know you know.
I cannot remember. It's not John.
I know St. John. I know St. John done teach you well.
I told her that it was you, Mo. No. She told me it's my America. Tanika.
Oh, hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. I don't think that God would allow something that feels so natural to be
just such a sin.
Absolutely not. I mean, that's my belief too. I don't believe that I'm going to hell because I love women, and I say that because it's been such a natural instinct for me since I got here. You know what I'm saying? I've never looked at a guy and said, "Oh, I wonder what he feel like to be inside me." I almost threw up my mouth.
Here's the thing, so you have to think about it. It goes back like way before us, right? You know what I'm saying? They talk about Adam and Eve and all that, or whatever the case may be. Okay, whatever. All I'm saying is, okay, you're born. You see the mom, you see the dad, and see then they raised you to be,
hey, BD,
in a relationship with the opposite sex, and then they raise you, okay, and you have to work or you have to do these things. So that is what we get accustomed to, because we see that this is the what do you call it, the trend that we're going by, what I'm saying, what we're learning, right? So as you get older, you know what I'm saying, it's like, okay, you go to church every Sunday, you got to go to what's that Wednesday school, what is it called? Bible study, you know what I'm saying, and everything. And it's like, because of that's how everybody was supposed to be religious, but everybody being religious, but molesting the kids. You get what I'm saying? And so
Pastor.
some people, turn,
Pass on the
become
pulpit on
gay,
Sunday
right?
and be on Bible study playing with the little boys.
Right. And then, and everything, or the dad, they don't even have to be, he don't have to be a preacher, but, we got to live by what God say or whatever, how they put it. But then yet they're molesting their own child. It just gets to the point where as you get older, you're able to make your own decisions, and everything. And then as you get older, you also learn the Bible because you decide to read and be like, okay, so if this was this, then what? Because I had a lot of questions I didn't understand,
right?
And sometimes when you're reading the Bible to this day, I'm sitting there like, what? Okay, let me go to ABC terms because I feel like I'm in elementary sometimes reading some of that stuff. But at the end of the day, I just feel like regardless, the 10 Commandments, like I said, don't say it say thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, all that other stuff. But it do not say anything
everything
about,
else but suck cat.
It does not say anything about thou shalt not be with the same sex. You know what I'm saying? So when a person try to judge you and be
let's make sure. Let me look up the 10 Commandments.
Okay. When a person be trying to judge you and say, "Oh, you're going to hell," well, you're going to hell for judging me because they say thou shalt not judge. Don't they say that?
That is one of the.
Oh, okay. You get what I'm saying? Now I'm not to the point where I don't judge nobody when it comes to them. That's their lifestyle. Now, do I get confused with some of the things when that goes on the LGBT, ABCFG? I do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, another thing that gets me is, regardless if it's a man or a woman, straight, heterosexual, lesbian, when somebody die and you go to the funeral, why they always say, God this, God that, they're going to heaven. That motherfucker was Melissa. How the hell he going to heaven? Y'all want to sit there and say he going to heaven, but then when you come look down on us lesbians, oh, we're going to hell. That kills me. Okay, this person went and did a mass shooting and now he dead. Then y'all want to have a funeral, where he's gone, with the Lord. How's he gone with the Lord when he did what he want? He killed people, but yet we're going to hell because we decide to love what we love.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of questions. Well, I don't have a lot of questions, but as growing up, I'm like, well, if this wrong, then why is it okay to do this?
It's so many old and new versions. That's all that tell us we can't. Okay, with same sex, and then there's love unconditionally. Yeah, I just feel he has given us an opportunity to love. Period.
Right, because love is not a gender. Love is love.
Yeah, and they say that love comes from God. So it's
right, and God, if God love everyone, then why are y'all? Who are y'all to sit here and say, "Oh, you're going to hell"? You get what I'm saying? I just don't focus on anyone condemning me, but no one can just judge me but God. That's what you try to say. Okay, you said just okay, right. Yeah. I totally agree. But you do have those that will judge.
Oh, absolutely.
That's I don't look like, okay, oh, they can look at me and say, oh, she a lesbian. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't dress like that. But so I never really just had that problem with the stares, but I have seen the stares when it came to the person that I was with. Going to a woman's bathroom is like, yeah, bitch. Okay. You looking because, and it's just crazy. You get what I'm saying? But I agree with you, Nakia. You get what I'm saying? I feel the same way. People, they judge you on shit you do anyway, regardless. It could be something small, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. You can pop your child on a fucking back because they just did some disrespectful shit and that's child abuse, this and that. Oh, you're going to hell. Right. So why am I going to sit here and put myself in a little box?
Yeah, true that. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm trying to find the 10 Commandments because I wanted to see what they said. Because I'm remembering a few of them, but I don't know them all. So that's what I'm doing over here on my little space.
And then you have so I'm gonna mention it. When I was going to Pastor Ricky Rush, I was going to that church for a while. I became a member there.
Oh, he constantly condemns gay people.
And so
he was fucking on he was fucking on boys under his damn self.
So basically, it was like every time he want to talk about sin, he went to about gay, lesbian, gay. And I used to first I didn't pay attention to that or whatever because I'm like okay, but then it was like every time because in the beginning when I started going, it wasn't that he he was all over the place when when he talked about it, but it just started getting to a point. It started being more noticeable, and I'm sitting there like, okay, why is he every time he used something about sin, he used us. You get what I'm saying?
Every single time.
And then it was crazy because you have those people that, I want to try to do right. And I'm not going to say her name. She was a whole hardcore like stud out here. And she decided to come. He was like, calm down, let all that illness out of you, all this old extra stuff. And I seen when she stood up and went down, and I'm like, oh my. You know what I'm saying? Took her ear. Well, no, the guys took their earrings off or whatever, and then she came back to church that next Sunday in a skirt dress, and I was like, oh, okay, this is what we doing. But guess what? She wasn't happy, and now she's with her girlfriend. That she, I don't know how long they've been together, but we follow each other on Facebook, social media, whatever, and they look real happy. But when she called herself trying to do what man said because he's so, oh, I'm holier than thou, you know, she wasn't happy. So my whole thing is you're gonna have to always do something that's gonna make you happy and fuck what these other people has to say because there's none of their business, not their life. When you die, they're not gonna be there telling you you're gonna heaven and hell. They're gonna be in line with you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So therefore, you can't sit here and tell me, oh, you're going to hell because you like women, or you're going to hell because you like men. I could be a heterosexual and still be with a man and still go to hell because you know what I'm saying. I'm not married to him.
Found him. Found the Tinker Marriage, guys. I was so diligent in my search. So now I found it going to bed early through. Oh, good. Well, thank you for joining us, Mitch. We appreciate it. And good night. Sweet dreams. So, according to what Nicole was sharing with us, you shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make idols. You shall not take the Lord's name in vain. Y'all know what y'all be saying. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Dude, and as far as the Sabbath day is concerned, I thought it was Sunday, but people are saying it's Saturday. Honor your father and your mother. You should always do that. You shall not murder. Mm. You should not commit adultery. You should not steal. You should not buy, you should not bear false witness against your neighbor. And you should not covet. And if we're not breaking none of those commandments, so I think we good.
Right.
I think we good as far as getting into the pearlies.
This is my thing too. People sit here and say, oh, you're going to hell because you're a lesbian, right? But then this happens. You going to hell, then one of your family members decide they want to go and kill somebody, rape somebody, kill somebody, right? They go to jail, okay? They get out, you forgive them and everything. Then they decide to repent, and then, after they did all this and did this to this child, you damaged this child, although you're repenting and you're trying to live right. You damaged this child. You get what I'm saying? But yet, y'all still feel like he should go to heaven?
And I let those talk because, hey, it also says in the Bible, when you condemn,
you should all go to hell.
But they will defend that. Of course.
Of course they'll defend that.
Of course. That's what the fake Christians are designed to do. I mean, I can't even say, because every church has them. Every church has them.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has
a say.
My aunt is a Bible pusher. And she has been a lesbian her whole life. But she's a Bible pusher. She's like a Bible smotherer. She's like a Bible motherfucking me drowner. She drowns you with it. And it's on every occasion that you have a moment to spend time. Like she just does it. She's been a lesbian her whole life. And she shares a home with her lesbian. I don't know if they're still lovers now, but yeah. So so for me, even with that being said, for me, I just really can't believe that if you are that much into God and you love the Lord with all thine heart, that you can really believe that you're going to hell. And I know a lot of people are raised up in different religions that bear you, that weigh you down and have you brainwashed to the extent of thinking that you have to be straight in order not to go to heaven. And I've known people that have been studs since we were young, and then all of a sudden they become straight because they feel like they have to be straight in order to go to heaven. So we just wanted to kind of like jump in or have our show today to have some conversational pieces about what your beliefs are and why, and kind of figure out like if those are your beliefs, are you happy with them? Are you happy with being straight until the Lord returns? I mean, or would you rather just live in your truth and know that God is going to love you unconditionally regardless?
BD said, let me ask y'all, how many times do you think that Bible been rewritten though by men? It's a King James version.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of damn versions.
I had quite a few Bibles that was different. Old Testament, New Testament.
I'm not even concerned with the Bible. I believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I'm not even concerned about the Bible at all.
Yeah.
Like I started out reading it. I said I was gonna read the entire thing just to get a clear understanding, but I'm not concerned with the Bible. Now I was having a conversation piece with a friend the other day, and we were talking about the relation of Revelation to today's times. Now I will say, as far as me, I do believe that Revelations has a lot of similarities to things that are going on in today's world. Um, with everything that's really penetrating today's world and the life for today, I feel like it closely relates to Revelations. That's just what I believe. Nobody else has to believe it, but that's just what my mindset is on it. So what do you think about it? Look, Herbie D. Because I'm sure it's been rewritten.
It's been revised so many times. I mean, 'cause like I said, you have old version, new version, then you have like King James version. Then it's just different ones that I've actually seen in my life. Growing up, I have like a couple of Bibles that ain't even like it's like reworded, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. You get what I'm saying? And so it kind of like had me confused at times. Like, okay, well, this Bible say this. You know what I'm saying?
And if anybody watched Pastor Frederick Haynes, he takes the Bible and he says he reverts it and explains it in a whole bunch of different ways.
I became a member there. After I left, but he make you understand it. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, but one thing I can't say about that man is I've never heard it anytime when I used to go every Sunday. I've never heard this man talk about lesbians. I've never. And so I was like, huh. And then one time I was late. So, IBOC is the late church for the pluggers. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go to IBOC. And mind you, I haven't been to IBOC in a minute. And I decided to go because I was late. I was gonna probably have a few minutes there at my church that I became a member at, which is Friendship West. And I went, and guess what? I haven't been to this church in years. And guess what? He used the lesbian word and this and that and all that. And I got up and I walked out. I said, well, I'm just going to have to miss this church this Sunday because he was still doing the same thing that he was doing years ago. That's what, and then what people fail to realize, he really started losing a lot of people. If people start protesting with you because, came out that he was, molesting these boys and all that, you know what I'm saying? And those be the main ones that judge you. Yeah. Those be the main ones.
Because they're condemning themselves through you. So they judge you because they're guilty within themselves. So they have to reflect that on someone else in order to make them feel better within themselves. They're not really fucking with you. They really fuck with themselves. They have a whole mind fuck with themselves on what is what and who is who and shit like that. So child, don't even worry about it.
But to answer your question, BD, there's really no way to know how many times the Bible been revised because, like she said, people use their own words and everything like that, and they have been revised so many times by human. You get what I'm saying? So there's really, I just know different versions have been different. Yeah. And if some other things would probably be written differently, but it means the same thing. The first chapter in the Bible is Genesis. But then I seen another Bible, it wasn't Genesis. Right. You get what I'm saying? So it's just really, you can't really determine it. And I've never really thought about that because I don't give a fuck about what these people had wrote. I'm going off of my story and my journey. As long as I know what I need to do and what I do, and I have a good heart. I don't have ill will in my heart for nobody. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I do I'm becoming more spiritual versus trying to be a hardcore religion. Holier than thou, and everything.
Kind of half and half.
Yeah, so no, I'm not. But yeah, that book of Revelations, I've actually lived it. I'm seeing it, with some of the things that I have been going on.
I believe in God in some of the Bible. Okay. Yet I also believe while forced, That wow, forced.
that on us.
Yeah, I don't have my
Believe
glasses.
white.
Sorry, white forced that on us.
The
My
white people.
opinion, though. I mean, so I think it's. I mean, just with Negro history and just going back in our culture. Um, from my understanding, religious was cultivated because they needed something to believe in. Like our culture was going through so much hell on earth, they needed something to latch on to and believe in. So I believe that I don't think that the white people necessarily forced us on it, but I just feel like they dogged us out so bad that we had to say, there's got to be something better than this. You know what I'm saying? So let's make sure, let's try and create something, or let's try to believe in something, so therefore we can have something to think of that's better than this after this life is over. That's what I think. And I mean, in a sense, that is probably being forced on. You know what I'm saying? Because they're lynching, lashing, fucking you, getting you pregnant, having all these fucking kids out of wedlock, and all that shit, using your body. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, with all that being done to you, and you not having or not being able to see no way out, you just had to latch on to something and believe in something and feel like there's something greater than this life that you're going through all this turmoil in. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's my belief with that. Me what? Me dress with. Well, I can't see that. What did she say?
Who you talking about? Nikhil?
Yeah, at the bottom.
Well, she said something right here because you had answered BD question, and then white people. Okay, she said it honestly doesn't bother me when I'm in church due to them speaking what they feel is true, but don't do the come towards me, asking me to come down and change directly because you see me dressed. True being okay. Then she said me dressed as I do or with a female sitting next to me, etc. Real life. Okay,
because
that's disrespectful, right? But it is very
honestly
disrespectful.
I see heterosexual women dressed just like you will not fuck with a man.
I have an auntie.
Will not fuck with a woman.
I have an auntie her name is Linda Gale, and she dressed like her husband all the time. And people see her and think she's a stud, but she's married. She never been with a woman. You get what I'm saying? So you now you're being judged because of the way you dress. Right. That don't make any sense to me.
None.
She's a stud because Because
I know several women that don't wear makeup, like
sneakers, they tomboyish.
Like very tomboyish. And will not fuck with a woman. Girl, will cuss you out if you assume that they are gay.
I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. I could have sworn I was almost done. She don't post more than
hey, leave it up to me for the refills, girl. But yeah, so I mean, it's crazy that and like I said, it comes most from us. Shit, we quick to judge each other. You know what I'm saying?
Our community.
Heather and Joanne, they'll both walk around with basketball shorts on and tank tops, looking like their husbands, and still have a jolly old time.
But when it comes to us,
right? But when it comes to us, it's like what I'm saying. You see one that may be dressed rather dominantly, and you just assume that they're gay, and you want to condemn them and lay hands on them and all this other dumb shit.
Yeah, like when I was in jail, when I did that little 6 months in 2002, and I was in court. Of course, I had my hair cut, curl, and shaved, and because I've been in jail 6 months, of course, it grew out. So when I went to court, I had a little fro. And I mean, it was a gay guy. He looked in the oh, you a cute, and I have never at this time ever fucked with a female. Oh, you a cute stud. Oh, you fine. And I was like, I ain't no motherfucking stud.
Shit, pop.
Was ready to fight. I ain't no motherfucking stud. I'm strictly dickly, and everything. But as time went by, I was like, well, damn, I will look like a cute stud because what I'm saying. He just see me all in a motherfucking jumper suit with a whole fro, thinking I ain't got no rest, But yeah, so like I said, they off top judge you when you don't have on this makeup or you dress like a dude, or
if your hair ain't long, or whatever.
Or if you got your hair braided to the back with your own hair and it's not with the baby hairs,
right? Because you don't feel like it.
Agree, Erica. That's when they had us going to church on the Sunday.
That's it, for real.
And you know what?
And I love Black history. I love the fuck out of Black history.
What's crazy to me is every summer when me, my cousins, and my brothers used to go to my granny house every summer, this woman had us getting up every day. She went to work from 6 to 12, working at a cleaner's. When she get home, we had to already been up and clean that motherfucking house, okay? Every day we walked 3 miles in the heat to church. She had, let me tell you, we went to church. We went to church so much. This woman had a key. We was there when nobody was there.
They was must about time they got to church in the summer.
Girl, we used to be walking up the hill, running, like being get chased by dogs, like Randy, because she didn't have a car at the time. Like, you had us going to church all this time to do what? Because we still came out how we came. And like I said, you know, back then, you know, a lot of things were, you know, different. You get what I'm saying? As I've gotten older, you know, I had my kids. I had them going to church because that's what I was learned, you know, and everything. That's what I was taught. And then it got to the point like, okay, I don't get it. I got to the point like I just stopped going to church, period, because of things that I know, things that I started seeing, you know. So, you know, I'm like, okay, it is what it is.
Kids say, sadly, I feel more comfortable in a white church. Yeah, because they
don't be sitting there.
Shit,
unless they're prejudiced. But like when you go to a white church that don't care about your color, you more comfortable. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like you don't have to worry about, oh girl, she dressed like
so you are definitely a church goer, Nakia. Is that something that you stand by? You go to church every Sunday? You're gonna be judged by a man regardless. I mean, you could be the brokest motherfucker on the block and get you a fresh new pair of tennis shoes from charity. Goddamn me, and walk your motherfucking ass into the mall or the store, and a motherfucker gonna have something to say. Period. Like, it doesn't matter what you do in this life, you gonna be fucking judged. You damn sure right. Because people who are, and I think that it all really comes from people that are they just don't have nothing else to do with their time. You know, most people, you know, because here's the thing: if you are content with yourself and you love yourself, you have no ample time to just cater on or carry on with that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Looking at a bitch, talking about a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Envying a bitch. Like, you don't have time for that. If you are content with yourself and you love your fucking self like you should be loving on yourself, you won't even have time for that. But you're right. People are going to judge you regardless. No matter what the fuck you do. You know what I'm saying? Sad enough, it almost feels like our showing isn't larger than it is, because people look at us and they get envious of us, and we're the most humble bitches you will ever meet in your life. Like, we're so humble and so loving and caring and sensitive, like, and that's just who we are and how we carry ourselves. But people will just look at us from a distance that don't even know us and be mad for nothing. It's crazy.
I am.
Not every Sunday, but yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, I stopped going to church a long time ago because for me, I feel like I'd rather worship within my home by myself.
With your energy, not everybody else negative and judgmental type energy.
Then
you gotta go home and have a spiritual bath because you've been around
you get all this shit just and we both are such empaths. It's like you feel that shit.
Yeah.
Like, we feel that shit. We're around some bad shit. It's like,
I feel that.
Yes. Yeah, let me get that. And I don't want to share my candy with
Listen, y'all see how my sister do me?
I just said it.
Don't want to share her candy with me, but yet she want my chips. She's such a bully, y'all. Like, for real. I'm like, okay.
Sprinkles be busting though.
It don't matter. Anyway, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped going to church a lot in 2016. I was going through a lot myself. But I started looking at Friendship West online. I started doing that to be fed. And then as I've started going on my spiritual journey, I started limiting myself because I really had to learn a lot of things outside of that. And people say, oh no, you gotta go to church because you gotta go to church to get fed. No, you don't.
You know.
Don't go by that saying. Because that is not true.
Maybe you can step in your house in Indian style.
And you know what?
And have a good gospel playlist playing.
Them church songs actually teach you.
Worship your butt off.
Them church songs, them words, them lyrics actually teach you, honey. You know, because baby, on a good old Saturday, that damn church song be on, and I be cleaning.
She cussed talking about your song.
I said, mother, now stop, shut up. Anyway, so at the end of the day, that was my.
Got a little chip stuck in her throat.
It did. That was my go-to church music, and one of the songs that actually I bullshit you not. One of the songs that actually got me through a lot is Yolanda Adams, "Be Blessed." Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden it started being Victory, to where I didn't. One time I was cleaning up and that song came on, and at this time I never heard the song. Just a Yolanda Adams playlist, and that song, it was like upbeat, and I was just like, you know what I'm saying? And I started playing it every day.
Fred Hammond?
No, Yolanda Adams, Victory.
Oh.
Yeah, because some of the things that I love Fred Hammond, but some of the things that she, her lyrics to that and Be Blessed, that was all, I'm telling you, I used to have it on repeat. And when I heard Victory, I was just like cleaning up. And then, of course, everybody is familiar with Open Your Heart.
Go with me. Girl, what's the name of the church?
She's invited.
I promise you, when I get to that door, if I feel the evil spirit seeping out,
we turn around.
Say, thanks for the invite, Nikia, but I gotta go.
You go to a white church?
That's what she said. She said she goes to a white church.
In Forward?
Wait a minute, we gotta go there for Wait a minute. Look, I'm gonna hit y'all with that good. God know my heart.
Oh, we gonna say that real quick.
Girl, where's the church?
Oh,
yeah, okay.
Wait, what? Hey, I'm a faithful Sarah Jake's watcher. I don't know who that is. You know who that is?
Sarah Jake. She Caucasian.
Sound like.
I might start breaking some next off. Because, this really ain't no time to be eating no motherfucking food, because I'm trying to drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50. But I'm really trying to drop a couple of pounds, so I shouldn't be eating, but I might start bringing some healthy food snacks. Healthy snacks since, we switched up to this time of the night. FYI. So who is Sarah Jake here? Oh. Google Sarah Jake, sis.
Mm-hmm. Sound like a white lady.
Oh.
Nobody does me like Sarah Lee.
She said Sarah Lee. But again, y'all, if y'all have some topics that y'all want us to discuss, just let us know what you want us to discuss. We will definitely put a segment together to talk about it and get some insight and give some feedback and hopefully get some more feedback from other people.
It's black and forward. I told her forward. But she's a black lady.
Is that TD Jakes people? You got the same last name? Girl, it's okay for you to drive, or you come to pick us up from 2 different locations and driving us?
I just bet your house is. When you just come here.
See, it is his daughter. I think I like her.
I don't know.
I think I've listened to her before, I think. What?
Church tight. What you trying to say, BD?
Yeah, because you missed the letter. A vowel.
Church titles?
You missed a vowel. What you trying to say, tides?
And that's another thing. I be seeing some church put in $1,000 and I'm like, what?
I don't tithe to church. I tithe to my community that needs
Why
that needs the help.
Be sitting here paying like they give you a price, like a balance,
a limit.
Why the hell you telling me put $1,000 in this envelope? I wish I would.
Yeah, I tithe to my community and I tithe to the people that I know that need something that they can't afford. I'm just saying, you gonna roll up and roll up and I'm not tied to the church because the church already got money from all the real good believers and they pastor. They got money from all them. So they don't need my little measly what I'm gonna give to the people.
You have a big church and want $1,000 from what are you doing with that? Are you gonna open up some apartments for the less fortunate, for the single parents? Like, what are you doing?
Child, that's a paper Pastor Rolls Royce. And they big old ass house.
So and we over here living without. Nah, I wish I
we
would.
not living like that, but
no, I'm saying we're living how we're living, but we're giving y'all $1,000.
Talking about somebody living like that.
I'm saying,
but I'd rather give to my community and give it to the people that I know that need it.
But let me say this though,
I'm
a living proof. So one time, I was on my last. I didn't have no job. I was on my fucking last. I still had my apartment. I was on my last and everything. And I went to church. I had like,
she's so sweet.
I gave that church $15. $15. And I was sitting here like, I don't know what the fuck I do that for. I started regretting it. But then you know what? I fell to my knees and I prayed. I had a motherfucking check in that fucking mail for 2,000. Well, no, I'm sorry, I went up 1,000, like 1,500 and some change.
Is your income tax?
Child support. And I didn't even go to court.
I was 10%, bitch, time for.
Okay. And I was like, well, shit.
10%, 10 time for.
And so, and then I ended up getting a job. I said, well, that $15 is on. You know what I'm saying? But I, after I lived out, I prayed about it. You know what I'm saying? It was, and it just happened like that. So I was like, okay, because some things, I be sitting like, these motherfuckers just be talking. That shit ain't for real.
What about that spiritual water for Peter Papa?
Peter Papa.
Y'all believe in that spiritual water? No. I need to get something to sprinkle on my lottery.
Let me see. If one man was able to split the seed, why another man can't? No, I'm talking about Moses. If he was able to split the seed, why another man can't? Why we never did? We seen a movie.
Who is the other man that came?
Moses. I'm saying why another man, in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? What's the name of the movie? Then they made a movie about the Bible. And it was, Moses said he had split the sea for, the people to walk through. Why? Okay, if that's the case, why have never seen that with a human being able to do that? That's what they say in the Bible. This is the Bible, right? So why haven't we seen that? Or why haven't we seen somebody touch garment now they can see?
You ain't touching Jesus' garment.
I'm saying
you had to touch Jesus' garment,
right? So
you can't touch regular man's garment.
He was on ground. He came back. As a ghost, spiritual. Bitch, I'm a ghost. I'm just saying.
She going there. Babe, I'm not playing with that Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, babe. I'm not playing with that. She played with that shit how she wants to, but tell you what it was.
I have a sense of humor, and he knows that. Shut up.
But why you playing with that? Y'all see, had to rotate. Big girls had to rotate. Had to rotate to this side.
I can't.
I'm saying. Y'all, come on, pipe in. We only got a couple more minutes left. We at 58 minutes. And guess what I'm gonna do when I get off this line? I'm gonna be in that big slobbing. No, seriously, I don't slob. I'm just joking. But I'm gonna go sleep. I'm so tired. Like I traveled all last week, and I got home Friday. And then go to sleep till the wee hours. Got up, did my 10-mile run on Saturday. Then met this bitch out at the mall, at the store. Then was out in the sun at the picnic. Then got back and didn't get no more time to get no type of rest in. And had to go out with her and watch her show. Then got up early yesterday. Then what I did yesterday?
We went to go get a plate from my mama's house.
Then we went to get a plate from my mama's house.
Then went to Mama Ruby's house.
Visit
our friend
Sis Ruby's.
We was there for hours.
Then we went to
I went to sleep in the car because I just went to sleep when we got in the car and we pulled up at Steer Addison. Was there for a cute couple of hours. When I tell you I got home, I don't even know how I was even able to stand in that shower because I'm not getting in my bed without taking no shower. Okay.
I wish I would.
I don't even know how
or anybody else would.
Okay. I don't even know how I even stood in that shower to bathe, but I did. And I think I probably floated in the air to the bed, and I was just, then I got a call. So I was literally like talking on the phone, like, yeah. So,
baby,
I don't know. I was sleepy.
I'm extremely exhausted, and I'm looking forward to laying down here in the next few moments. Girlfriend taking this good hot shower after drinking this.
I took a shower right before I come over here, so I'm gonna go and get in the tub with some Epsom salt and some lemon and chill and listen to Pandora.
So you gonna have a tart cat?
Girl, my cat don't be tart.
I'm talking about lemon.
Oh Lord Jesus, no, that's citrus, not the spiritual water. Okay, yes, and I got roses for to put the roses in there too. Thank you. Don't judge me. You know about it. Oh, that's BD. Oh, you know about it, BD. Spiritual.
You need some Florida water too to go in there and get spiritual bad.
I'll do that too, but I'll use rose water for right and stay here right now. Yeah. This bucket plum. BD, this is good. You all about me some. Grape wine. It called plum fucket.
Fuki.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Fuck it to me. F-U-K-I. Okay,
so guys, we've reached our time.
This is kind of late.
It is. Again, if anybody has any type of questions or has any types of suggestions or anything that we may do differently or whatever the case may be, please don't hesitate. Shit, we open. We open for suggestions and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? We try to make this a good platform for people to relax, relate, release, and also get some good information in the meantime, in between time. So if anybody has any suggestions, you can email us at MindlessBe-HaveYOURS, same as his name, MindlessBe-HaveYOURS@gmail.com. Definitely can email us there. Or shit, most of y'all probably are friends on social media, so DM us and let us know what you think or what you have to say or whatever the case may be. Because, like I said, we're just trying to extend some conversations on different subjects and titles that may be helpful to you as well as us. And I'll get a lesson out of every segment that we have. We want to all get a lesson out of it. So let us know.
Kid, what you saying?
Interested in something or talking about something or let's talk about something or something. I'm getting buzzed by this wine. I got a buzz from this wine.
I cannot. And I will not. Okay, but what is?
Cheers to this episode.
Y'all know what I'm gonna say is, I love you guys.
We do not. For real, we do love y'all. We love y'all.
No, for real.
And it doesn't matter how many of y'all join us every week. The love is still there, and we appreciate the support. Whether it's 2 people, 5 people, 10 people, no people.
Cause we'll be on this bitch talking to ourselves.
Like
I ain't got no problem with that, honey. Cause I talk to myself and I answer my own motherfucking question. Fuck y'all.
I'm not condoning.
I am. I'll be like, what the fuck? Oh, girl, you stupid. First, you stupid, especially when I be doing stupid shit in the mirror. I laugh at myself.
Learn something new about your people every day.
I be like, bitch, you beautiful. Girl, I know. You beautiful too. Bitch, you better say that. Girl, I know. Bitch, I know. I be having to motivate myself, especially when, in past relationship, I didn't have that motivation. They start telling you that after you break up or some shit, or tell you that in the beginning. But during a relationship, it just lacks up. But hey, maybe that'll be another conversation for another time. Who knows?
This one is strong than a bitch.
It is, but it's sweet. It's sweet but strong. But it's good.
Some alcohol and some amaretto. That's what it tastes like. It has in some fucking amaretto.
Great version.
Cause baby.
Okay, well, Nikki, I don't know what you're saying you for because I asked you saying you one word. I don't understand. I'm a little tipsy too, but I remember I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, we love you, and we hope to see you next Monday at 7:35 p.m. Central Standard Time. And again, if you have any questions or any suggestions, please email us at mindlessbehaveyours@gmail.com. We're gonna go out with a vibe. With a vibe.
Yeah. Feelings,
Oh,
so deep in my feelings. No reason to like me. You control my anxiety. Sing along. Feeling like I'm touching the ceiling. When I'm with you, I can't breathe. Girl, you do something to me. Ooh, I'll never get over you until I find somebody to get me high like you do.
hey,
Yeah. Something new, get me high like you do.
who just pulled blueberries out their backpack though?
Baby, I
Who pulled blueberries out their backpack? This nigga do.
baby, I boot up to my heart, baby. It just won't stop it all. How many ways can I say that I need you, baby? It's true. I think I might die without you.
Hell no.
Feeling all over my body. You know how I like it. What? Ain't gotta tell you what to do. Yeah. They get me high like you.
How did it go to 3 and 2? I know. That was something like she relationships. Oh,
I'm not wasting my chips.
wait, save the chips. Save the motherfucking chips.
Baby, I do. It just won't stop me, girl. Head over heels in love. Gotta look no more, baby. I'm gonna feel this love. Everything you own, you ain't gotta ask for. You got me boot up, boot up, boot up, boot up. So you're from the jump, I don't wanna choose you. Got me boot up, boot up, boot up, boot up. Grab me by the waist, baby, hold me closer.
Hell no. That motherfucker let the
Yeah.
let no go all the way out.
Y'all screenshot this. Y'all screenshot this.
Y'all screenshot this. The first one sends a screenshot of this. We're gonna give you something real nice.
Okay. Yup. Say done when you did.
Whoever screenshot it, say done when you did. 1, 2, 3.
We just sit here like. So I guess ain't nobody.
Fuck it. Ain't no screenshot.
Y'all ain't getting no gift.
Damn. Not for real. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Be blessed. Thank God for another day. Cause where we made it, a lot of people didn't. So make sure y'all acknowledge the fact that you did make it through another day, and be ready for your next other day.
And you make sure you tell your friends, your loved ones, even your enemies. Just tell them
you love them.
Tomorrow ain't promised.
So late.
But you know what is promised? Death. Think about that.
If you can dream it, you can do it. It's behind us, bitch.
I'm done. Quit. Hang up.
Okay, let me say hang up. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.